Good morning and welcome to the Forex Market Wrap brought to you by Pepperstone. It's the 2nd of August 2017 and I'm Darren Sinden. Let's take a look at overnight changes, any price moves we need to be aware of. Relatively quiet session yesterday. These are New York closes, of course. Just a little bit of pushback here against the euro from the dollar. Interestingly, the rand, South African rand, actually appreciated against the dollar, up by 0.7%. Across the day, but the other major commodity currency, the Australian dollar, also gave ground, down 0.4%. Obviously, we've got non-farm payrolls at the end of the week, and it may explain why we got a relatively quiet session yesterday. Okay, let's put the Aussie dollar into some context longer term against the US dollar. This is a 3-year weekly chart. I've drawn in this dotted line here just above 80. We've struggled recently to maintain a move above 80. In terms of the Aussie versus the US dollar. There's quite a lot to play for, as you can see on the upside, should we make a sustained move above there. So I would say that's one to watch going forward. Let's take a look at what's on the calendar today, any events that may move the market. And after yesterday's packed calendar, something of an anti-climax today. We've already had a little bit of data out in Australia first thing this morning, building permits for June. Data there a bit mixed, to say the least. We had Japanese consumer confidence as well, 43.8. That came in slightly ahead of forecasts. And in terms of what we got throughout the rest of the trading day, a mixed bag of data from Europe. At 8:30 GMT, we've got PMI construction data for July from the UK. That's very important to the UK because the construction industry here is one of the bigger players in sort of real-world manufacturing, if I can put it like that. At 9 AM GMT, we have PPI data from the Eurozone for June, both month and month and year on year. This afternoon in the States, we have ADP employment change, obviously a precursor to Friday's non-farm payrolls. We have the ISM New York index as well, and then something that's not been given much status on the calendar, but I think could be quite important. FOMC members Mester and Williams speaking at 1600 and 1930 GMT respectively. Okay, breaking news and comment that's caught my eye overnight. Commodity prices have dipped overnight, led by oil, and the wider CRB index fell by 1%. After a week of recent gains. The Aussie dollar and Aussie equities also pulled back on that move. Apple reported after the New York close last night, but it beat forecast, and the company is upbeat going forward about both iPad and iPhone sales, and that's boosted Asian equity indices. Employment in New Zealand dipped overnight in Q2, coming in with a fall of minus 0.2 versus an expected rise in employment of plus 0.7, so that led to a slight dip in the New Zealand dollar as well. Okay, food for thought, something to take away with you into the trading day. Donald Trump isn't all bad for North America. Mexico continues to prosper despite President Trump's hostility. The country has posted 16 consecutive quarters of growth, and the Mexican peso has risen to a 15-month high versus the US dollar. The question is then, is there more to come from Mexico? Thank you for your time today. Please take a moment to read the risk warning here. Trading CFDs and FX on margin can be a risky business. If you're in any doubt about the level of risk involved, please contact your Pepperstone account executive. Thank you, and we look forward to speaking to you tomorrow.